For decades, the only supplier of gas to Moldova and Russia-occupied Transnistria was Moscow. Physically, the fuel went through the Ukrainian gas pipeline. Already at the end of 2022, against the backdrop of a full-scale war against Ukraine and Chisinau's position on aggression, Russia halved gas supplies to Moldova. As a result, the right bank of the country completely switched to European markets, while the Russian-controlled Transnistria remained on the Kremlin's gas needle. From January 1, 2025, Kyiv closed the valve for Russian gas in the interests of national security, and Moscow refused to provide alternative gas supplies to Tiraspol, provoking an energy crisis.
This crisis is entirely manufactured by Russia. It is, of course, connected to the Russian invasion of Ukraine, but it is quite separate from the dispute over the transit of gas between Russia and Ukraine. This was a crisis manufactured from the beginning by Russia by inventing a supposed figure of $800 million, which supposedly Moldova owed Russia in unpaid gas bills.
As a result, on January 1, 2025, residents of Russia-controlled Transnistria woke up with cold radiators in their homes. Hundreds of businesses stopped working, and the occupation authorities were forced to introduce blackout schedules and extend New Year vacations. While Moscow remained silent, help was offered in Brussels and Kyiv.
Transnistria's possible acceptance of aid from Moldova, Ukraine or the EU, and Transnistria's subsequent supply of cheaper electricity to the rest of Moldova would disrupt Russian efforts to use the energy crisis to strengthen Transnistria's economic dependence on Moscow, to posture Russia as the breakaway republic's savior and benefactor, and to leverage Chisinau's turn to higher-priced European electricity as part of Moscow's anti-EU narratives. From a report by the Institute for the Study of War.
From February 1 to February 10, Russian-controlled Transnistria will receive gas on credit, and the costs will be covered by EU aid. This is to maintain pressure in the system. For its part, Kyiv offers assistance to Chisinau to overcome the crisis. Ukraine is ready to provide Moldova and Russian-occupied Transnistria with free coal in exchange for electricity and to send Ukrainian specialists to the neighboring country to ensure the operation of the Kushuran power station.
The situation now is extremely difficult in the region, and not only because of Russian shelling or the Ukrainian energy infrastructure. Moldova is going through an absolutely artificial energy crisis which Moscow has created for the sake of negatively influencing Moldova's independence and the result of parliamentary elections in Moldova. And this is a classic scheme of Moscow. They create problems for normal democratic power in the country in order to bring the power their own people. They are agents.
Experts link the artificial energy crisis in Moldova to the upcoming parliamentary elections in the country. During the presidential elections and the referendum on the country's accession to the European Union, Chisinau officially claimed hundreds of millions of dollars spent by the Kremlin to destabilize democratic processes. Analysts do not doubt that Moscow will not miss the opportunity to bring its proxies into the Moldovan parliament by any means. Reported by Sergei Kulias, Larissa Petruk, UATV News.